Any questions?
Amrit, I have one question.
Yeah. Hi, Vaishnavi.
Like,
Yes, Prasanna, tell me.
yeah, if you could go to that notes once, so
Let me say it. Notes means
like that class text you share, no? So,
you are asking about this one.
yeah, no, no, no. Like whatever we write daily.
I'm just giving it time. Hi, Sony.
Hi, Raj. Good morning.
Good. Yeah, tell me,
Yeah,
Prasanna.
the recent topics only, right? The what?
Which one? Looping
Yeah, in
system
the
have in the
check.
yeah. What's the issue? Check here.
Yeah, so here, okay, uh, okay, just let me. I had made a question in my notes.
Hmm.
I'll see and ask you. Just I'll ask you after the class. Amrit, no problem.
Okay. You can text
Yeah.
me also. Don't worry about it.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Five, five. So we have checked the taking input from the user. Parameter came into picture. So we have taken input in form of parameters already, correct? Now we know how we can easily take input. Okay. So before that we started variable length data type. Yeah, string we started, correct? All right. So what is a string? String is a first for us, it is a variable length data type. That is, we can have any number of characters without the limitation of any particular length, correct? And SAP has given us lots of string operations, lots of string operation. Here, if you see, there is a concatenation, combining multiple string together, together. Yeah. So let's start. I will go to SE38 and I will create my program here. So Z string operations. Yeah, it's already there. Up to 5. Okay, let's go for 6. Create. I'll go for title as string operations and type as executable. I will pass my package, transport request, string operations. So what is the use of it? It is used to combine multiple string. Let's see. I will create here variables. Let's say LV var1 type string value welcome, and then let's say LV, or better I will write it not var1 for variable, it will string. So one, this one is string 2 type string value welcome to string 3 type string value, I will write it here ABAP, And then we have welcome to string 4. Value programming. Welcome to ABAP programming. So suppose I want to combine it and store it in a single variable. So I'll create one final LV final string type string. So very first operation on a string is concatenation. This concatenation is used for combining multiple strings together and storing them. So we are going to use it here. So LV final type string, and I'll go for concatenation. Concatenate LV string 1, LV string 2. Order is very important here. Order is very important. So LV string 1, LV string 2, LV string 3, LV string 4. Yeah. Into LV output. Into LV output. And then I will go for printing. So write statement LV underscore output. LV underscore output. Activate it.
Amrit, I'm not able to see your screen. Can you reshare it once?
My screen is not visible. Is everybody facing the same issue?
Or maybe it would be my issue.
Frame? Is my screen not visible?
For me, it's visible, Amrit.
Prasanna, please check your internet connection. LV output is unknown. Sorry, it is LV final. Correct. So LV final. And here I will be passing LV final. So concatenate, store it into final variable, and then we are trying to print it. So activate it. Let's execute it. Can you see? Welcome to ABAP programming. We have done the combination here. I have combined all these 4 variables together, and they have been stored here into LV final, right? But is this a good approach? Definitely not. There is no space in between. There is no space in between. So we can also use it this inside the concatenate operation. I can write it separated by space. So separated by is a keyword. You can see it is in blue color. And there is a option space which will give a single space in between these words. See, now it has become a perfect statement. Sentence. Yeah, it has become a perfect sentence. Correct. So this is concatenate operation. This is concatenate operation. Let me paste the code here. Concatenate operation. Yeah. Then you have a split operation. So split is there. Split operation. As the term itself is explaining here, split. Split is used to divide the strings. Divide the strings. Yeah. So if you want to divide a string, there must be a separator on the basis of which you are going to divide the string, correct? So for split, the separator is compulsory. For string, the separator is compulsory. So what we are required to do is here, syntax will be split keyword, split at, no, not at, it will be string name. So split string name at separator on the basis of which you want to separate your string. So separator and then you will store the string into variables. So into let's say var1, var2. How many separation is there? You are going to simply store them in the order. So split operation. Same thing. Let's go back and let's see this split operation this time. So I'll comment it out. Let's go and check a split operation. So suppose I have here one string, LV string, type string, and the value is welcome to ABAP programming. And what we want to do is value keyword. We want to separate this string. So we want to split the string and we want to store these keywords, these words into particular variables. So we can also do this. For that, I will first declare those variables. So LV var1 type string, LV var2 type string, LV var3 type string, and LV var4. Total 4 words are there. So I will declare 4 variables type string. 4 variables I am declaring here for all these 4 values. And what I will do, I will split it. So split my string name. This is my string, LV string. I will copy and paste it here. So split this one at where we have space in between. If you check, so you are required to pass a separator, and the separator will be this space. Based on the space, once the space will come, the very first value will be stored into variable 1, followed by variable 2, 3, and 4. Yeah. So add space into these variables. So LV var1, LV var2, LV var3, and LV var4. Yeah, LV var4. Now you can simply write these values and you can check it. LV var1. I will change the line LV var2 and LV var3 and LV var4. See, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Activate it. See all these variables. Everyone, are you getting what is being happening here? Yeah. Are you getting this, everyone?
Yes, Amrit.
Yeah. So this one, split operation. Let me share the code with you. It will be helpful for you also. I'll write it here. Yeah. Next thing that we have is condense
But one
operation.
doubt here.
Yeah.
Yeah, like here when we are splitting it, here we have to manually give some like variables, like 4 variables we have to declare. But like here we have to decide like there are 4 words and then split. Automatically couldn't
No,
have
no,
that
no. It's not an
anything.
automated process now. It's just a string
Okay,
and you are splitting it. You are doing a
okay,
manual operation here. It's not an automated operation.
okay.
Yeah, it's not on runtime, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Once something is there on the runtime, then you can plan it accordingly. But it is not on the runtime.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then we have condense operations. So condense operation is used. Operation. Let me write it here. Third one. condense operation. So what is condense operation? So the purpose of the condense operation is to remove the leading and trailing spaces. What is the purpose of this condense operation? It is used to remove the leading and trailing spaces. Yeah. And convert the sequence spaces into a single one, single space. This is the syntax for it. And then what does this means? The purpose of the condense operation is to remove the leading and trailing spaces and convert the sequence of spaces into a single one. What does it means? Let's go back to our editor and let's see this. Suppose I have one string here. Suppose I have one string which is LB string, and I have the value type string, and I have the value. Value is suppose lots of space here. Again, welcome to ABAP programming, like this. Is this a good sentence? Yes or no? Is this in proper order? So many spaces. Can you see this? Everyone? Yeah. So if I print this, let's check it. If I'm writing here write statement before condense, we can see the changes what will be happening here. I will print the LV string. Yeah. And then what I will do, I will go for condense operation here, and I will write condense LV string. So this condense operation is going to remove the trailing and leading spaces. Also in between the sequence of spaces, you see it will convert it into a single one. This will be your leading space. If there is a leading space here, is a trailing space, activate it. So condense is there, and then at last I will go for write operation after condense. And I will go for LV string. LV string after condense. Let's see what is going to happen. What this condense operation is going to do. Activate the code. Execute it. See the magic. Space, so much space, space, space. Even after this, we have some space, but see this particular sentence. Only single space in between, and leading and trailing spaces, both of them have been removed completely. Both of them have been removed completely. Even if you don't want this gap in between, you can also go for that part. You can write it here, no gaps. So all the gaps will be removed here now. See, even the space in between have been removed. Even the space have been removed here. Yeah. Is it clear? Everyone, is it clear? Condense operation. Guys, please be very interactive.
Yes, Aman.
Yeah, it's okay, right? So condense operation is okay. Let me put the code here for you. Then we have length also. We can calculate the length of a string. So length of a string. length of a string. So SAP has given us one function which we can use to calculate the length of a string. Length of a string, that will be strlen. Yeah, strlen. That is the function. So its syntax will be LV length is equal to strlen string. Yeah, this is the thing here. LV length is equal to strlen string. It will return the length of the string. Go and check it here. This is a very big string. Lots of spaces are there. So I want to calculate it. See what is going to happen. I will create one variable here. Data LV length, type integer, and here I'm going to calculate it. So LV length is equal to strlen and my string, LV string, and also I'll print this. So LV length. Same thing I will do it once the gap has been removed also, so that we can check the actual length of both the string. So strlen LV string. So LV string and here LV length. I want to check the length of both of them before and after condense. Before and after condense. Let's activate the code. Check this guys here. What is the length, Prem? What is the length? What is the length we can see here?
24.
24 and 39. Correct?
Yes.
Yeah, 24 and 13. So these are some of the string operation which will be really helpful in your day-to-day life when you are writing some sort of code, or even you are making some complex logic. There it is going to help you. Really, it will definitely help you. Yeah. Okay. All right. Again, taking input, I will not take right now. Let's go for something else. Then we'll come to this. But before that, we need to understand how ABAP programming works. Programming works, actually. What is the flow of programming here? Okay, tell me, what is the agenda of SAP? Very interesting. What is the agenda of SAP? Can I write it
To
here?
provide an
Yeah, to provide uh, autom
ERP.
better solution for ERP, correct?
Mhm.
For enterprise, and increase its business. Yes or no? So now how a ABAP programming is going to work? We have a database now. We know 3 layers are there. We have a database, and database is HANA. We will come to that part in detail. But right now we have a database here where all the data is stored. Yes or no? Where all the data is stored, and we are writing ABAP program where? Tell me this. Where?
Application layer.
ABAP program on the application layer. Application layer. So what we will do? We will bring the data from the DB layer on the application layer. We will store there temporarily. We will make the necessary changes. Correct? Just understand the flow of it. We will make the necessary changes and then we will commit the changes back to the database. And finally, we are going to display the output to the user. Yes or no? Answer this question. This will be our
Yes,
flow,
Samrit.
right? This is going to be our concern here. This is what we are going to follow here. Correct? So we are going to display the output to the user. Now, how we will bring the data? Just understand this sentence that we have written and let's break it down. We will learn how to write queries to bring the data. We will see where to store the data. To store the data on the application layer temporary basis, on the ABAP layer on a temporary basis. Yeah, we are going to check this. Yeah, okay. Then we will see how to process this data, this temporary data. How to process this temporary data. So this part we will learn after some time, but before, two things we need to understand. Where we will store this temporary data on ABAP layer, on application layer, where we are going to store it. And what about how we are going to process this data on a temporary basis? So let's see this. One interesting thing is coming into picture, which is your internal table. How many of you have heard about this work area? Internal table and work area. Two major pillars of our traditional ABAP programming. Two major pillars of our traditional ABAP programming. Yeah. What internal table is saying? Internal table is a temporary storage of data on the ABAP application layer. Yeah. And internal table can store any number of records at the runtime. At the runtime, we need to understand this. This is not a permanent storage. This is not a final storage. This is just a temporary storage of data, and it can store any number of record. That is even up to infinite also. That is why any number of records is being used, but only at the runtime. Just a variable kind of thing here. So we are going to, when we will click on execute button, at that time code will execute and data will be loaded on the internal table. Then what is this work area? Similar to internal table, work area is also a temporary storage of data on the ABAP application layer. on the ABAP application layer. But unlike internal tables, it can only store at max one record at the runtime. It can only store at max one record at the runtime. Are you all getting this? Everyone,
Yes.
are you all getting this? Yeah. So
Yes.
a question arises here. If both of them are temporary storage and we can store any number of records using internal table, then what is the use case of this work area? Correct? This question must be arises, as it is only storing at max one record at a time at the runtime, right? So the purpose of this work area is to process the records of the internal table. Internal table. The purpose of this work area is to process the records of the internal table. Yeah. And the purpose of internal tables is to store and format the data from a database table within a program. So what we do, we write the code, we bring the data, we store it in the internal table, we loop over these internal tables. How many of you recall loop at internal table? Third kind of loop. Loop at internal table. Do loop, while loop, see. Loop at internal table. Loop at internal table. What is internal table? Temporary storage of data at the runtime. Store it any number of records, and it will be used for storing and processing and formatting the data of a database table. Okay. Work area is there. You see here, work area is used to process the records of the internal table one by one. As we cannot directly make any changes to the work area, to the internal table data. So we loop over these internal tables one by one, and we process these records one by one. Is it clear? Is everybody is able to understand it? The use case of both these two things.
Amrit, I
Why? Tell
do
me now.
have some confusion. Can you just summarize it once again?
I am saying internal table, it's just like a table, but unlike a table itself, table is the permanent storage of data. This is internal table. This is temporary storage of data. It can store any number of records at the runtime. But the thing is, suppose I am bringing 1000 records, 1000 rows from the table, and I store it in the internal table. So directly changing the data of the internal table is not possible for us. So what we are doing here, we will loop over these internal tables, and one by one this processor will come into picture. What it will do, it will process the records of the internal table one by one. So when we will loop it, each record will come after each iteration inside this work area. And then if we want to make any changes or if we want to print it, we are going to use it. Understand
Okay.
it theoretically right now. Practically, once we will be there, we will get used to it. Don't worry.
Yeah, yeah, thanks.
Okay. So that is the thing here. Now, how we are going to create it? How to create internal tables and work area. How to create internal tables and work area. First, internal table creation. So can I say, guys, that this internal table is a data object? Yes or no? Please answer this question. Can I say this work area as a data object? Yes or no? Please answer this question.
Maybe yes, because data object stores like yeah like
Array data
stores.
object is storing the value at the runtime only, na?
Okay.
If you check any of the data object, what is the use case of it? When you are executing also a data object. What kind of it? It is a complex data object. Complex data object. This is also a complex data object because it is not only storing a single value. It is going to, I am talking about record. A record, a row can have any number of columns. Yes or no? Definitely yes, right? Any row can have any number of columns. So both of them are what kind of data object? Complex data object. So if we want to create a complex data object, we will need complex data type. Tell me this. Am I correct? Yes or no? Think about this. Guys, I am making it simpler to understand the how we are going to define it. This is a complex data object. Why a complex data object? Because it is similar to a table. A table can have any number of records, any number of columns. It cannot be a normal data object, correct? Prem,
Yes, Amrit.
right? So we will need a complex data type. And if you recall, if I go back to SE11, if I'm going back to SE11, and if I check this data type section, let's say I'm creating something. Have you tried to understand this structure and table type? Any one of you? This is a elementary data type, data element. But what about this structure and table type? Huh? What about this structure and table type? So table type is used to create a internal table and structure is used to create a work area. Work area. Structure is used to create a work area. Don't worry, just understand the theoretical concept. I am bending it down to the deeper part so that you can understand how things are coming into picture here. Yeah. Table type of a table. Yes, right? Type of a table. I know it's the very first time, so it will take some time to grasp, but please try to understand what is structure here. What is structure? Just take it as an English word. Then let answer the question. What is structure? Structure is a structure of what? Is a collection of fields or columns. Structure is a collection of fields or columns, either with similar data type or different data type. Structure is a collection of fields or columns, either with similar data type or different data type. It totally depends on the requirement you are going to write it. Just a collection of fields or columns. Multiple columns we can have, any number of columns we can have. That is a structure. Structure is a logical entity. Logical entity. It is just a data type. Tell me, will data type take any space? Prasanna, will data type take any space? Vaishnavi, Sony, will data type take any
No,
space?
no.
No, data type will never take a space. It's just a data type. So it's a logical entity. It's just a data type and will never take a space. Take a space. Using this data type, we will create complex data object. This is a complex data type. This is not a normal one. You see, lots of columns are going to be there. So it cannot be a basic data type, correct? So this is a complex data type. And using this complex data type, we will be creating complex data objects like internal table and work area. It's just a logical entity. It will never take any space. It is similar to table. There is no setting and it cannot store any data. And it's just a data type. Any data as it is just a data type. One, is it clear? See this part, guys. Let me show you a structure. ZSTR table type. Structure. See this. Let's compare our employee table with this database table or any of the tables. Let's open this table itself. Compare it, guys. It is a structure. Here we have the word component. So field name, data element. Field name, data element. Here also field name, data element. Correct? But can we see any technical setting here? Answer this question, please. Can we see any technical setting here?
No.
What was the use case of technical setting? When you go inside the technical setting, you are defining data class, the section where this table will be stored, and you will be storing the data inside the database. But this is just a data type now. There will be no storage inside the database. You will not be storing any value here. It's just a structure, a representation of table. It's just a type of table. Can I say this? Okay. Is it okay? Everyone, is it okay?
Yes, Ankit, yes.
Yeah. So a basic introduction to structures, internal table and work area today. Tomorrow we will see the implementation part of it. One thing I want to say, is Thursday holiday mandatory or should we go for 5-day class every week?
Amrit, this week it would be fine. But
Mhm.
if one day would be off now, so if we miss some class in between, so that day would be better for revision, so that we can come
No, no, no. I am getting it,
around
but please understand it.
aligned.
It is going to be at least 80 hours of training.
Yeah, better we do it on Saturday, 1 hour
No, no,
if
no, 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 no,
possible
no, no,
for
no,
us.
no, 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 no. Saturday, Sundays are already scheduled. I have 6 batches already running, and I have to look after the company also.
Okay.
Yeah. So accordingly, I need to plan the thing. That's why I'm saying, if you are comfortable, we can have 5 days classes, or if you have any issue, we can continue 4 days classes. Just let me know accordingly with your plans.
But you were saying you were going to start it from 7 at morning, right?
7, I don't think it will be possible because there
Uh,
is another.
it will be not possible for me because I'm in afternoon shift. It's very tough for me to wake up early.
Yeah, yeah. Then I'll let it be 8 to 9. Okay.
Yeah, others will
Or
have
no,
any
no.
issues.
Or we can do one more thing but there is one more student. She is yet to join the session. I don't know what will be
Actually,
her
I
choice.
was
We can
planning.
transfer it in weekends also. What do you say? Weekend 7 to 9?
Let it be in weekdays only, Amrit.
Okay. Okay, no problem. Well, let it be the time that it is, okay? Because I think everybody will be have some issue if we have some changes. Correct?
But
Yes.
what if we could extend half an hour daily, adjust somewhere, like maybe
Uh,
starting half an hour early or something.
no, no,
Sony would
no.
it have?
7 to 8 is another session. 8 to 9 is another session. 9 I have to
Okay, okay.
go to office at until 9:30. That's why I was saying, na, I think if see 40, 50 minutes of session for 5 days will not be very difficult. I am just going slowly as you can see it. I don't want to increase the speed because I believe like most of you are learning the things for the very first time. Even some of they are new to programming part also. They've never learned programming. So it's based on your way, based on your comfort zone. Just tell me, 5 days or 4 days. Accordingly, we will continue.
5 days is okay for me. Others you can decide.
Prasanna,
Anything is fine for me.
Prasanna, what did you say?
Yeah, it's fine. But the only thing is, it would be happening some way, someday. I won't be able to join. So that day, if class I'm missing, definitely. The second day
Mm,
class somewhere it is dependent. So
see, one thing I can do, like if more than 70% people are not there, I will not continue that day session. That is one thing I can do in this situation. Like if we have 5 people, if 3 are not available, then we will not continue the session that day. This is the thing I can do in this situation. Will it be okay?
okay, it is okay for others, no problem.
Vaishnavi, what do you say?
Yeah, I'm fine with 5 days.
Prem?
Yeah, fine, Amrit.
Okay, great then. All right, guys. So please do the revision. Tomorrow we will see the implementation of internal table work areas and we will start going deep inside the web programming. Thank you very much.
Raj, one
Thank
more
you.
thing. Did I
Tell me.
miss anything yesterday?
What?
Yesterday, any class?
No, no, no. Nobody was there. No, no, I was there in session for like 8 to 15. Nobody came, so I dropped the session.
Okay, sorry.
No,
But
no, no issue. That's why I said, no. At least you can, if you let me know, I can understand if you are not available or not. Okay.
okay, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you guys. Thank you very much.